UTME examination must be written before 15th, or before 4th of April, because WASC starts on the 6th of April, and immediately after WASC, NAPTEP, and after NAPTEP, NEPO. So everything, every minute, because when people are making suggestions to us, and why don't you change it, why don't they do not know what we know? So on the basis of this, we came to a very sad position yesterday, that we have to decide that for 2020 we are not going to use NIN as a requisite for registration. We are therefore suspending this till subsequent year 2021, when all candidates will have been given what appears that like a 1-year notice that they will have opportunity for doing their registration. But this does not affect staff. All our staff, permanent and ad hoc, who are going to participate in this year will still be required to submit their NIN for verification. But and we are having about 11,000 people participating in either as our permanent staff or as ad hoc staff. This remains. But for the young ones, we must thank them, because we have gone around, particularly in the last 1 week, we have gone around the country, we have seen their commitment and passion, but we are conscious of the fact that we have responsibility to ensure that when something is no longer realistic, we will know that it is not attainable. It is for that reason that we are suspending the use of NIN for 2020 till 2021. That is, we are not going to use NIN as prerequisite for registration for 2020 JAMB application forms, both UTME and direct. So I must thank my brother, my colleague, the DG of NIMSI, and his able lieutenants. I don't need to thank the directors of JAMB, because that's what they are paid to do. And staff who have been on the field, who have been everywhere, but we know that what we have done this year is not going back to zero. For instance, one of the reasons why JAMB was in it was to eliminate fraud in identification, what do you call it, identity management, which NIMSI has the capacity to do. But even when we are not using, the fact that we have interacted with NIMSI had given us some things that I may not disclose to you, that nobody will go scot-free if he or she registers twice. It is this exercise has increased our capacity on the issue of identity management. That those who did, many of them were prosecuted last year, but now we are even more empowered to identify and make sure we prosecute not to. I'm sure those professional examination takers who are interested in committing the fraud, they would think they have won by our not using it, because a number of them have been sponsoring all sorts of campaigns against NIMSI. Like I told you in Zaria, because they knew NIMSI was about breaking the backbone of their corrupt practices. But I think they should know that we have learned so many things from NIMSI, and we continue to learn from them, that will make it impossible for anybody to come and commit identity fraud as they have been doing. So I want to thank you for the understanding that you will help to immediately disseminate this information. As the Director of Test Administration and Special Duty will communicate to all the states of the Federation now that the candidates will simply do what they did last year, send their name, 3 or 2 names as the case may be, to 55019, and that will be the beginning of registration for 2020 UTME. I think DG. Yes, thank you.
Okay. The Registrar of JAMB, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, got my NIMC directors and also the main thrust and commitment of government is to provide proof of legal identity in the form of unique digital identity to enable access to services, rights, and also protections. Any good foundational ID system must also have linkages with functional ID system. Hence, the collaboration and partnership with public and private sector organizations, including JAMB. Our collaboration with JAMB is in the alignment with the law, as Prof have said, and also the government policy on leveraging authenticated NIN for service provision. The upsurge and demand for NIN within the limited centers and also facilities have caused a review and rethink for us to consider a shift in the commencement date for the use of NIN as a prerequisite for JAMB exam registration. This is to give more time to intending applicants to obtain NIN, roll out more registration centers and equipment nationwide under the digital identity ecosystem, and provide identity authentication and verification services anytime, anywhere. So I joined Prof to appeal to the general public to ensure that they register to obtain their NIN within this timeline to avoid any future enforcement drive. We sincerely thank our staff in the field, and also this, the directors from NIMC, unlike what Prof says, and also the staff and directors from JAMB, because they have overworked themselves. They spend a lot of time outside work time. All of us here this weekend are supposed to be enjoying that, but they have sacrificed long hours and days to ensure collaboration succeed. Right now, as early as 6 a.m. in Lagos, they have already started the enrollment, and because the back end works 24/7, so even at night too, we consider even having shift at night to make sure that this happens. So as the collaboration continues, we employ all parents to students registering JAMB in 2021 to ensure they enroll themselves and their children in good time to avoid this last minute rush. Though we have about 2 million JAMB registrars, but when they come to our centers, we know they come with their own parents, and usually they will also come with their siblings to say that let's do this thing once. Therefore, to us, we calculated, and it results to like 10 million people coming to our centers within a short period of time. We have only 1,000 centers, but based on the standards, we are supposed to have at least 4,000 centers. But in the coming year, with the ecosystem in place, we believe that we will have more than 10,000 centers, so that we will eliminate all the rush. And also also we have studied the statistics from JAMB data that about 15% is in Lagos. All the others have less than 5 or 2 or 3%. Therefore, the crowd in Lagos is like 4 times the one in Abuja. And the one in Abuja is like 4 times the one in my own state in my village. So we have all the statistics, we have the distances even between our centers and also JAMB CBT centers, and by next year we'll make sure that there are operators that are at the CBT centers, more than 700 CBT centers, so that we will not be having a crowd in music. So I thank you very much. We look forward to more collaboration.
We are telling you the truth. You started by saying the instruction came from, you know, I gave you reasons, and I said above that, we believe in it. You see, there is a law, and the law enacted by the National Assembly had a provision that says NIMC should decide when to start to use this. That's what the law says. The president did not say start it on so day. The National Assembly passed a law and empowered NIMC to decide the commencement date. NIMC wrote to JAMB, the commencement date had been established as 2015. Therefore, comply. And they have gone with us towards the compliance. And they who have the authority by law to determine on it, they have spoken to you now that all of us see the reality on the ground, and we are not there to inflict any unnecessary pain on anybody. We feel that, yes, from what we have seen and what we have done so far, it is better for us to give more time. That answers the first aspect of it. The second aspect, and I'm sure you are talking from the avalanche of claims across the country about NIMC. I've worked with NIMC closely recently now, and I'm saying it just as I've said it earlier on, that they have a crop of dedicated personnel working for them. Just like in any other system, evil people, bad people are evenly distributed. They are not concentrated in one particular group or one. Those people that we are picking, doing this or doing that you have reported. One of the newspapers, I think Punch yesterday, dedicated a whole page to what is going on. We know that certain things are on, and I believe that one of the things they will also have learned is to make sure that they sanitize the system the more. The few elements who are doing what they are not supposed to do. For instance, all the information we are going to share with NIMC. All the intelligence report, all the information we are going, and I'm sure the two bodies will be better for it. It is not, and you now come, why did we want to? I told you one of it was for technical reasons. Technical reasons because we believe that it's identity management, identifying the candidate that is very critical to our own operation and examination. We have discovered that one of the systems being used for this, it is better to use a higher standard, which NIMC has recommended that this particular instrument, I deliberately avoid what the instrument is for good reason, that this instrument, for instance, when we were in Zaria and we came to that conclusion, we immediately ordered the equipment, and it arrived. It was yesterday. It arrived in the country yesterday. But even if we start to distribute now from Lagos, it's not going to. There will be people in all the states. They will be suffering, and there will be noise. We believe that's why we said the immediate reason is that we have technical issue. The second aspect of it was that given the population that is coming, just as the DG had told you, we are calculating on candidates who are coming. He being on the field, we have seen that every candidate coming is coming with his siblings, his father and his mother to register at home, which means 1 times 5. In most cases, because there are some who come with 13. So we are taking the average. That's why we say 1 times 5, you know. I'm a malam, I'm entitled to 4 wives. So if you can, at least each of them is entitled to 4 times 4 is 16. So my average will have been about. So I want to say that is also part of it. We have no reason to hide anything.